So, all right, so I am Carrie from Drishti Yoga Teacher Training. Today we will be doing a flow in relation to the water element. So this is a 5-day back to the mat challenge, and one of the ways that we felt is a good way to sort of get us back on the mat mentally and physically is to associate our practice with the 5 elements. And why don't you guys go ahead and, instead of sitting there and listening to me talk, why don't you start by lying on your backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. So that means soles of the feet together with your knees open wide. Bring one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. And start to connect with your breath. Regardless of whether you are engaging in Ujjayi pranayama or not. So that's the breath that goes in and out through your nose. Simply noticing the breath. And taking this moment to arrive physically on your mat as well as mentally. So as I start to talk about the water element, in traditional Chinese medicine, and first I like to make it clear, I'm not a Chinese medicine doctor, I'm simply an enthusiast. I've done a lot of trainings and workshops, and I just find it a very interesting way to approach our overall health and wellness. So in TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, the water element is actually associated with winter. And the meridians associated with the water element are the kidney and the bladder meridians. So during the winter, you think about how important it is to stay hydrated. Obviously, it's important all year to stay hydrated. But for me, sometimes I find it challenging to stay hydrated in the winter because if it's cold, I might not be as likely to drink water. So maybe you're incorporating broth, bone broth, chicken broth, or even miso soup if you're a vegetarian. And then in Ayurveda, the water element is actually associated with the season of spring. So you think about after winter, everything is melting and there's a lot of water, a lot of melting water, a lot of running water. And sometimes in Ayurveda, we can have an overabundance of water. So we sort of need to balance that all out. And when I mean overabundance of water, I don't mean that you're drinking too much water, but more that you might have some extra fluid from allergies. So, you know, it's always this balance within our lives. And you might be thinking, well, why are we even talking about winter and spring? This is fall. And so in the fall, obviously, it's also important to stay hydrated. But as we start to move into the cold and flu season, we also might want to think about amping up our immune system, incorporating more ginger. And fall is the time where, yes, we want to add in these elements of fall and staying hydrated, which to me, and I know Alicia just made a delicious 15 bean soup. And fall is that perfect time for soups. It's an excellent way to stay hydrated, to stay healthy, to amp up your immune system, and just try to maintain that balance as we move into a new season, a time of transition, which can be challenging, but at the same time, a great time to get rooted and grounded and back to the mat. Start to bring your knees pointed up to the sky with your feet planted firmly on the mat, feet hip distance apart. Plant your palms down by your hips. Take an inhale, lift your hips into a bridge. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, bridge pose, nice and slow. Exhale, allow your hips to release. One more, inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lower them down. With your hips rooted firmly on the mat, take your right foot ankle to knee. Ankle to knee pose, right foot on your left knee. Take 3 breaths here, full deep inhale and exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale completely and exhale deeply. Take that right foot into a half happy baby. So sole of the right foot up towards the sky, bend your right knee as if you're pressing that knee down towards the earth. Of course, not forcing anything. Two more breaths here, full deep inhale and exhale. One more inhale, exhale. If you can, extend that left leg long as you start to draw that right knee in towards your chest and take a twist over towards your left. Right arm extends out beside you. Allow your shoulders to melt down. Full deep breath in and exhale it out. One more big deep breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Squeeze that right knee in towards your chest and then plant that right foot down on the mat, both feet on the mat, in fact, so you can take your ankle to knee with your left foot. Left ankle, right knee, and you're simply just hanging out. Maybe you feel a little tightness or sensation in your outer left hip. Take 2 full deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. And start to move that left foot into your happy baby. So sole of the left foot up towards the sky as you take hold of your foot and gently press your knee down towards the floor. It might not touch, probably not. At the same time that you're pressing the foot up, you're also sort of pulling the foot down. So there's always these 2 oppositional actions working together to create balance. And if you can start to extend that right leg long on the mat. Take a full deep breath in and move into your twist. So that left knee is coming across your body. Extend your left arm out. Relax where you can. Take a full deep inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths just like that, allowing yourself to literally melt into the mat. Inhale, come back to center. Squeeze that left knee into your chest. Bring your right knee in to meet it. Hug your knees. And then start to draw some circles with your knees. And notice when you do this, you might be able to target your lower back a little bit on the mat. One direction. It's like you're giving yourself a massage. And then the other direction as you start to draw these circles with your knees. Maybe massaging out the kidney area, the kidney meridian associated with the water element. Come to center, squeeze your knees in and start to rock forwards and backwards on your mat. Forwards and backwards on your mat, and meet me in a tabletop shape so you can take some cats and cows. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, look up to the sky. You're in your cow pose. And exhale, round into your cat. Keep going just like that. Close your eyes and take a moment to notice how you feel. So instead of thinking so much about how you look, really try to tap into how you feel. And what that means for me right now is I can feel a little tightness in my lower back. So maybe I want to puff and round even deeper into my cat. And it also feels good for me to wiggle my hips around. So start to get creative in your cats and cows. Again, letting go of how you think you should look and tapping into what feels best for you today. Keep going and imagine you're truly flowing like water. And as this is our element or our theme for the day, you can think of this mantra as we move through the practice. I flow like water and stay open to possibility. When you're ready, meet in downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. And again, feel free to take whatever movement feels good. Thinking less about the perfect downward facing dog and more about what feels good for you. For example, my calves feel really tight. So for me, it feels really good to stay in stillness and really focus on allowing my heels to melt down towards the mat. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. And feeling that sensation in my calves and my back line. In fact, that's where your urinary bladder channel meridian is running through that back line. Inhale, float your right leg up to the sky. Open up your hips, bend your right knee. Three-legged dog with your right hip open. Full deep breath in. And exhale, swing that right foot all the way through. Lower your left knee down towards the mat. You might need a pillow or a blanket. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. This one's for you, Brittany. I know you love these low lunges. Full deep breath in. Exhale, shift your hips back, straighten that front leg. You're in a half split. Inhale, bend into that right knee, reach your arms up, back to that low lunge. Exhale, shift your hips back. So we're finding some movement here. One more inhale, bend into that front knee. Exhale, shift your hips back, lower your hands down to the mat or blocks. Take an inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, settle here in your half split. Connect with your breath. Maybe you do now want to engage in that Ujjayi pranayama, the audible breath in and out through your nose, to start to create some heat. Inhale, lift your chest, bend into your front knee, plant your palms, tuck your back toes, and step into a high plank. High plank, fire up your legs. Imagine you're pressing your heels into the wall back behind you. Press the mat away and breathe. Lower your knees to the mat. Lower all the way down to the mat with your elbows pointing back to the wall behind you. Roll your shoulder heads back. Lift up. You're in a low cobra. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, peel your chest. Low cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, lower. Hands and knees, tabletop shape. Inhale, look up to your cow. Exhale, round into your cat. Puff your upper back. Again, inhale, look up, cow pose. Exhale, round, cat. Inhale, look up. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Again, find movement or stillness, whatever your body is calling for. Inhale, float your left leg up to the sky. Open up your hips, bend that left knee. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale, swing that left foot through in between your hands. Lower your right knee down. Reach your arms high to the sky. Low lunge. Take a big inhale. Exhale, shift your hips back. Root that left heel firmly into the mat to help stabilize you. Inhale, reach your arms high, low lunge. Exhale, shift your hips back, straighten your left leg, half split. With your arms flying, inhale, reach up. Exhale, shift back, stay here, lower your hands. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, forward fold as much as you can. Might feel good to wiggle your hips a little bit from side to side. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Bend into that front knee, plant your palms, and step back into your high plank. Again, fire up your legs. Feel that long line of energy reaching from your heels through your torso, through the crown of your head. And lower your knees. Lower all the way down to the mat. This time, arms nice and wide. Spider tip your fingers, point your elbows up to the sky. Take an inhale, peel your chest up, gaze over your right shoulder. Exhale, lower down through the middle. Inhale, peel your chest, gaze up and over your left shoulder. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift up, look over right shoulder. Exhale through the middle. Inhale, lift up, left shoulder. Exhale through the middle. One more. Inhale, right shoulder. Find that flow. Exhale. Inhale, left shoulder. Exhale. Hands and knees, tabletop shape. Inhale, look up to the sky, cow pose. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale, look up, cow pose. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale, look up, cow pose. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Connect with your breath. Allow your breath to flow like water. And allow your breath to sort of pulsate your body. So notice even in a still pose, we're not really stagnant. As we inhale and exhale, our breath sort of pulsates our body. Rise high onto tiptoes, look forward and start to walk your feet to your hands. Take an inhale, halfway lift, lengthen up. Exhale, forward fold, stay here for a moment and allow the crown of your head to dangle down towards the mat. Of course, feel free to bend your knees if needed. Again, this forward fold action is stimulating our bladder meridian. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips. Press firmly into your feet. Use your strong legs to help you rise all the way up. Take a moment to bring your hands into Jala Mudra. So pinky finger and thumbs can touch to make circles. And then your three fingers, your index, middle, and ring finger can extend. This is your Jala Mudra, which is associated with the water element and flow. So as you're standing in Tadasana, mountain pose, you can connect thumb and pinky finger together and use this mudra to help channel that water-like flow, not only in your body and your breath, but in your mind as well. And remembering our mantra, I flow like water and stay open to possibility. Full deep breath in. Exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. I'm going to keep my mudra just for the fun of it. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Your choice how you make it back to downward facing dog. Maybe you use your knees during your vinyasa, or maybe you like chaturanga. Either way, we all meet in downward facing dog. You could even be skipping those vinyasas. It's up to you. Full deep breath in. Exhale it out. We're all in downward facing dog. Big deep inhale. Exhale. Rise high on tiptoes, look forward, step or maybe jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Yala Mudra, pinky finger and thumbs. Inhale, rise up. I'm touching the tips of my other 3 fingers. And exhale, forward fold right back into it. Allow that breath to flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Your choice how you make it to downward facing dog. It might be chaturanga. You might be skipping. Downward facing dog, find your breath. And here you can imagine your breath almost like water flowing. Inhale, heels to hips. Exhale, hips to fingertips. Inhale, hands to hips. And exhale, hips to heels. Again, inhale, heels to hips. Exhale, hips to fingertips. Inhale, hands to hips. Exhale, hips to heels. Rise high on tiptoes. Look forward, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Yala Mudra, pinky fingers and thumbs. Inhale, arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, hands at heart center. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Maybe feet are hip distance apart. Maybe they're together. Reach your booty back like you're sitting in a chair. And if you're sticking your butt way out, zip your pubic bone up in toward your navel, and then curve your tailbone slightly down. So there's a little bit more of a core engagement action there. Take one more big deep breath in, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga or not. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, spin your left heel down to the mat. Press firmly into your feet. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Stay here. Why not? Yala Mudra. Draw your right hip back. Wrap your left hip forward. Back heel roots firmly into the mat. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale, lower your hands. Step back. We all meet in downward dog. Left foot forward. Spin your right heel down. Strong legs. Rise up. Warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1. Yala Mudra with your pinky finger and thumb. Now your left hip is drawing back. Your right hip is wrapping forward. Take one more big deep breath in. Exhale, lower your hands. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big deep breath in. Exhale it out. I'm starting to warm up. Full deep inhale. Exhale it out. Rise high on tiptoes, gaze forward, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Whoops, I skipped Utkatasana. Better get one more in. Utkatasana, chair pose. Maybe feet together, knees together. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Stay here this time. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it through, spin your back heel down and open up, warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. So front knee is bent, stacked on top of that front ankle. I'm going Yala Mudra with my hands. Why not? And let's bring some movement and flow into this. Straighten your front leg as you inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. One more, inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Stay here. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. So your version might be a hand down on the mat. Your version might be your forearm on your thigh. Either way, make it fully engaged. Strong through the legs. Reach that left arm up and over, diagonal line from your back heel all the way to your fingertips. Open your chest. Take one more big deep breath in. Exhale it out. Release your left hand to your hip. Reach your right arm forward. I'm going to use my block. Bring your block not only in front of your right foot, but also a little bit out to the side. So it's not directly in front of your right foot. Dance that left foot in. Ooh, my head's in the plant. And find your Ardha Chandrasana half moon. So with that back heel, imagine you're planting it firmly on a wall behind you. So not only is your bottom leg super strong and steady, but your top leg is just as active. Open your hips so your top hip is stacked on top of your bottom hip, and you're trying to open your hips as much as you can without strain, of course. Take one more big deep breath in. Exhale, start to lower that left hip down. So now you're squaring your hips towards the mat. Listen closely. I'm going to ditch my block and then bring that left ankle in front of your right. So your pinky toes are maybe matching up. Again, your left ankle is in front of your right. So your legs are in this awkward cross ankle position. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale it out, stay here. Forward fold, maybe you're feeling some sensation in your outer right hip perhaps. Allow the crown of your head to melt down and connect with your breath. Full deep inhale, full deep exhale. Start to unhook the ankles. So you're standing normally at the front of your mat with both feet pointing forward as usual. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Feet together, knees together, inner thighs squeezing together. Zip your pubic bone up in towards your navel. Take another big deep breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga or skip it. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it in between your hands, back heel spins down. Open up, warrior two. Woo, I'm sweating. I don't know about you guys, you gals, most of you. Warrior two, bend to that front knee, but let's bring some movement in. Inhale, straighten your front leg, arms up overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Again, inhale, arms overhead, straighten up. Exhale, warrior two. One more, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Pinky finger and thumb to touch. Gaze over those front three fingers. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale, find your extended side angle, Parshva Konasana. Again, maybe your hand is on the mat or your forearm might be on your thigh. Either way, super active in your legs. Open your torso up to the sky as much as you can. I don't think you can see them, but I've got these beautiful skylights above me. So I can gaze up and literally see the light. Full deep breath in. Bring that right hand to your hip. Bring your block out in front and out to the left side of your front foot. Start to dance that right foot in as you make your way into your Ardha Chandrasana half moon. I'm keeping my right hand on my hip for stability. Some of you might like to reach your arm up to the sky. We didn't do that on the other side, but I think you get the idea. Super strong in your standing leg, super strong in your lifted leg. Connect with your breath. Big, deep inhale. Right now your hips are open. Start to draw that right hip or top hip down and then crisscross that right ankle in front of the left. Take an inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, forward fold, hitting your IT band. Again, reminding ourselves of the urinary meridian, the channels flowing through your body. Any of these forward folds are super great to help stimulate your bladder channel. And continue to allow your breath to flow like water, staying open to possibility. Inhale, halfway lift, uncross the ankles, bring your feet back to normal, and exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga or skip it. We all meet in downward facing dog. Take a moment to reset. Again, inhale, heels to hips. Exhale, hips to hands. Inhale, hands to hips. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, heels to hips. Exhale, hips to fingertips. Inhale, hands to hips. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale, float your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right foot steps in between your hands, back heel down, open up, warrior two. Again, find that flow. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach your arms up, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach. Look, I'm right in the middle of this chakra flag. That's pretty cool. Exhale, warrior two. Full deep breath in. And exhale, extended side angle. Your version. Long line from your fingertips to your heel. Again, long line from heel to fingertips. Left hand on your left hip for support. Use your block or not. Find your Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. This time you might want to bend your top leg, your top knee, and catch hold of your foot. For me to do that, it's easier if I do it by bending my bottom knee first, then catching hold of my foot, and then straightening up. Listen close. We're gonna flow like water and stay open to possibility. So bend that right knee and try as best you can. I have a wall here next to me so I can cheat. Come all the way up to standing. You've still got that left foot, your left knee is bent, but this time catch hold of the inside ankle or foot. Yala Mudra in the pinky finger and thumbs. Reach your three fingers out forward. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, dancer pose, Natarajasana. If you can straighten that bottom leg, go for it. My leg is feeling a little wonky. Press your foot into your hand as much as your hand is pulling your foot. One more big deep breath in. And again, as you release this left foot, cross the ankles and forward fold. I'm in the jungle here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, stay here. Shake your head out. Breathe deep. Unhook your ankles, find your neutral stance. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up, Utkatasana chair pose. Feet together, knees together, squeeze your inner thighs together, work your adductors. Draw those muscles in and up, into your pelvis, into your sacrum, the sacred bones. Take a big deep inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. We've got this one last side, then we're hitting the mat. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through, open up, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Find that flow. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up, straighten your front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Stay here, full deep breath in. Exhale, find your side ankle. When you're ready, start to move into that Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. And maybe again, you want to bend that top knee. So it's easier for me to take my right foot if I bend my left knee. So I'm bending bottom knee and top knee so I can catch that foot. And then I straighten up the bottom leg. Open your hips up. Stay steady and strong in that grounded foot as you start to possibly rise up to standing. Do whatever you can. Once you're standing, take the right hand on the inside of your right foot. Yala Mudra with your hands. Reach that left arm out, take an inhale, prepare, and exhale, dancer pose. Natarajasana. Find your breath. Find your flow. One more big deep breath in. Start to rise up as you release that right foot. Cross your ankles. Woo, my left leg is burning. And forward fold. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here. Allow your head to relax. Inhale, lengthen up. Uncross your ankles. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Sweep your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. And start to lower all the way down to the mat. As best you can. It might not be graceful. Move into Navasana, boat pose. Zip your legs together. Lift your chest. Yellow Mudra with your fingers. Stay open to possibility. Take a big deep breath in. Maybe you straighten your legs. Keep your chest lifted as you slowly lower your legs. Chest stays lifted. Take an inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, forward fold. Woo! I was ready for this. Paschimottanasana. Forward fold. Reach your chest forward. Allow your breath to calm your body. And in turn, your breath will calm your mind. Take an inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Bend your knees, plant your feet firmly on the mat. Feet hip distance apart. Reach your arms forward. And slowly start to roll down as best as you can. Keep your feet rooted. Roll down nice and slow till you come all the way down on the mat. Plant your hands, slide your heels close to your sitting bones. Inhale, lift your hips. Reach your arms overhead this time for floating bridges. And exhale, lower hands and hips at the same time. Again, inhale, lift your hips. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, lower hips and hands. Keep going just like that, allowing these bridges to flow. Let's do two more. Last one. And then just how you started, take right ankle, left knee, ankle to knee pose. This time you might want to add in by lifting your left foot and either catching hold behind your left hamstrings, or if you have some extra space, you might want to straighten your left leg. I like to bend and kick through my left knee. And keep your left leg straight, point and flex through your left ankle. Then plant that left foot back down on the earth. This time, keep your ankle to knee. As you twist over to the left, try to plant your right foot down on the mat or the floor. So you've still got that ankle to knee shape in your legs, and you're twisting over to the left. You might have to scoot your hips over a little bit to the right. Close your eyes. Allow your shoulders to melt down. Full breath in. Exhale it out. Again, inhale completely. Exhale, empty. Make your way back to center. Squeeze that right knee into your chest. And plant your right foot down, other side, left ankle, right knee. You either stay right there and just enjoy this relaxed version, or lift your right foot off the mat, catch hold behind your hamstrings, and start to bend and kick through that right knee. Keep that right leg straight, point and flex through your right foot. So I talked about the bladder channel a lot. Your kidney channel goes from your inner foot all the way up through your leg, your inner thigh, through your torso, and actually up towards your collarbone. Plant your right foot down. Scoot your hips over to the left as you make your way into that sort of funky twist, trying to keep that ankle to knee shape. So again, kidney channel running from your foot all the way up your leg, your inner thigh, to your collarbones, whereas that bladder channel is running from your inner eye, through your forehead, the back of your head, your neck, and down through your sacrum. Again, through your legs, but then to the pinky toe, so more of the outer legs as opposed to the inner legs. So we can target these meridians and channels through our practice. And allow that energy, that chi or prana, to flow like water. Make your way back to center. Squeeze your left knee into your chest. Bring your right knee up to meet it. And again, find those circles with your knees so that you can massage out your lower back. One direction and then the other. Make your way into Shavasana. Allow your feet to flop out. Allow your legs to be heavy. Broaden through your collarbones. Scoop your scapula underneath you so that your upper back can lie flat on the mat. Spin your palms up to the sky. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale it out. Release any controlled breathing and allow your breath to simply flow. And allow your body this moment of stillness and silence. I will close you out of Shavasana here in a moment. So for now, just enjoy this time. Gently rock your head from side to side. Slide your feet together. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Feel that stretch from the tips of your toes to your fingertips. Take a full deep breath in and exhale it out. Bend your knees, roll over onto one side, and take a moment here, allowing this to be a transition from your mat to the rest of your day. And take a moment to see how you can take your practice off the mat with you. Maybe it's, in this case, trying to stay a little more open to possibility, whatever that means for you. Rise up to seated. Once you're seated, sit tall. Root your sitting bones down. Use that rooting action to lift the crown of your head to the sky. Broaden through your collarbones, lift your chest. Bring your pinky finger and your thumb to touch with the other fingers extended straight out. Backs of the hands to your knees. And breathe. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this practice with you, but of course, most of all, thank yourself. If you have any questions at all, let me know. You can either drop it in the chat and we can email you later. But thank you so much for joining me today for this 5 elements challenge with a focus on the water element. Maybe you can see I'm a little sweaty.